Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Whitton and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Marvellous Monday. Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are. If you think it's Get Rich Quick, you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong podcast. This is the wrong live for you. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Hope you're all awesome and well. Hello. Good morning, folks. I hope you're awesome and well there. Good to see you up and at it, Jeff. A little bit late today, but what do they say? Better late than never. Maybe that's accurate, maybe not. Who knows? But welcome to Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Thought I'd pop by for a quick one today. Getting ready for our summit later on this week. So lots going on, but certainly with the world of property, there's always something out there happening that is worth talking about. But good to see a few of the early birds on already. So give us a shout out in the chat and say hello. For those who don't know already, Jason Whitton, my name. We've been doing these Wealth Coffee Chats for a while now, around about 10 past 8. Today we're a little bit later, but usually we get together, talk about the world of property investing, what is happening out there in property investing land. Try to make a bit of sense about it. Try to deal with the fear and the facts, folks. And a bit of fear, a bit of what I would call stupidity, is being, being revved up in the media and some politicians again. So I thought we might talk about that today. But Roman, good to see you. And better late than never. That's it. Better up than never. Did I say that? Anyway, hopefully you get what I mean. Jeff, good to see you, mate. Anyway, does anybody know? Maybe put it in the chat. This is always good to sort of see if you guys are seeing the stuff. I always encourage people not to read the news, but I do just to get a bit of a feel for what everyone's tuning into. But what's the latest? Has anyone seen the latest ludicrousness coming out of a politician's mouth about real estate? And to make it worse, a local politician, which is like a council politician. Anyway, councillor. They're not politicians, Jerry. I tell you what. Anyway, bit of a rant coming, folks. A bit of a public service announcement about what's happening. But does anyone know what's been going on out there? Yeah, can't hell. I tell you what, Jeff. These Muppets, absolute Muppets. I'm gobsmacked at how stupid this is. Oh, and I shouldn't be anyway. Maybe I should dial it down a bit, Jason, and chill out. But check this out, folks. Somehow I've disappeared here. Let's see if this works. Other way around. There we go. Look at this. A councillor, a council, a local council says, hey, here's how we solve our problems
when it comes to property. Morning, Sonia. Here's how we solve our problem when it comes to, property and getting more houses for people. You know what we're going to do? We're going to charge landlords double. We'll charge them double the rates. We'll halve the owner-occupier rates. And that's it. This came out of this guy's mouth. And what we want to do is force property investors to sell their properties to make it not affordable. So then we've got more houses for people to buy. Now, I don't know about you. Of late, the quality of conversation coming out of some of these people's mouths, maybe just the stupidity's always been there, but now the media just loves to get the dumbest stuff and put it on the air because that's the only thing that gets attention. Seriously. Now, we've got politicians that are good, professional, at least got degrees and qualifications. As far as I'm concerned, someone like this shouldn't be able to make a comment around things that have economic impacts and significant economic impacts for individuals, for councils, for states, for the economy, without actually having some expertise. At the end of the day, it's just a beat up. Really, at the end of the day, it's stupid. Just like the Greens launched some idiocy attack, going, "Oh, we're going to freeze rents. Let's freeze landlord rents." And a year 12er, a year 10, a year 9, knowing about supply and demand, or understanding supply and demand, would be able to understand what's going on. You cannot create more properties, more construction, and more supply by penalising and victimizing, not victimizing, that's the wrong word, penalising the property investors. At the end of the day, the Australian market has always had property investors bring properties to market, and owner occupiers don't buy off the plan. The number of properties required for the million houses, the million properties in the government's big grand plan, you're not going to hit 1 million properties, folks, when you've got muppets like this targeting landlords and saying, they're the evil scourge and we should get rid of them. Anyway, what an idiot. What an idiot. And, the Victorian, the state government already, increasing land tax. Now, it's not the end of the world. But, it's a door opener. And folks, I try, I complain about every politician because I think all of them are just self-serving, self-interested arse-wipes at times. But you really got to vote for the best of the worst. Seriously. You end up voting for councillors and politicians who are absolute maniacs. This idiot, if this got up, this would decimate those locations if it got wind and that got put into practice in a number of councils, because there would be no new supply. It'd actually make renting worse. You'd end up with less rentals for people, and it only has a knock-on effect. The only way to solve this problem is to get your heads out of your asses, councillors and state. Stop this NIMBYism bullshit and get behind the construction industry and get the country producing enough properties for people to live in. Australia is, arguably and statistically, our cities are some of the most expensive to live in the world, because the council and the government's got their heads firmly up their arse and they don't know what they're doing. Absolutely drives me insane. Anyway, there you go. This morning, keep an eye out for muppets like this, folks, because they might be, have some other agendas which sometimes sound fantastic, but behind the scenes they've got their grotty little fingers in stupid pies, and that doesn't help anyone as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm a bit hot under the collar about it. You can probably tell But there you go. Won't help anyone when it comes to the future of property supply. On the flip side, will that affect our property market? Does it? It has some short-term effects, and right now Melbourne is, suffering from a continuance of political stupidity. The longest lockdown, tax, cancelling of the com games, tax issues, and now, this type of, grandstanding and stunts when it comes to trying to get some attention in the media. Anyway, do we invest in Melbourne? Do we continue? The answer is yes. This stuff will blow through. At the end of the day, the underlying economic pressures, folks, continue to rise. And, unfortunately, these stunts are only going to make the supply worse, which by and large still gives positive economic benefit to those who invest wisely and understand how to do it properly and correctly. So, I'm still a great fan of Melbourne when it comes to value. And at some point, everyone will realise that these turkeys should not be in power and should not be running anything other than running out the door. And hopefully, get someone in who's actually got half a brain and can make some decisions based on some good quality facts. Anyway, there you go. Bit of a rant this morning. Nothing too much other than conversation. But thanks for joining me for Wealth Coffee Chats. If you haven't already, get yourself organised for our summit if you can. But if you can't, then you're going to miss out. That's the way it is. Next year, we'll do another one next year. Anyway, folks, that's about it from me. Thanks for joining me on Wealth Coffee Chats. Good to see you here. Thanks, Kev, Jeff, Rahman, Tamari, Sonia. Good to see you guys, and I'm sure a few others are on there as well. But that's it. Wealth Coffee Chat's done and dusted, folks. All right, over and out. Join me tomorrow for another one. Till then, take care. Bye for now.
Episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6 Star team here at positivementor.com.au.